The war is over. All for One is gone. But what happens next? When the smoke clears and the world rebuilds, what becomes of the three boys who defined an era? One of them quits being a hero. One becomes richer than any pro before him, and one chooses a life no ranking could ever measure. This is the future they fought for. This is the truth about Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto after the final page turns. Class 1A saved the world, but in peace, they faced a harder question. How do you save a world that doesn't need saving anymore? For our three protagonists, the answer wasn't found in more battles, but in purpose. Izuku Midoriya was left with only embers of One for All. Bakugo carried the weight of a nation's expectations, and Shoto Todoroki carried the legacy of a name he had to redefine. Their journeys to find their place in a peaceful world are, in my opinion, the most satisfying conclusions in the entire series. Let's start with the symbol of peace's successor, Izuku Midoriya. His ending is beautifully poetic. The boy who had no power, then had the greatest power, ends up with none. One for All is gone. Its embers faded. And Deku makes a shocking choice. He hangs up his costume. He steps away from being a pro hero. Now, personally, I think this is genius. It flips his entire journey. He becomes the next All Might not by fighting, but by teaching. He returns to UA as the homeroom teacher for hero history. Think about it. Who better to teach the next generation than the kid who literally lived through the most secret, pivotal moments of hero history? Who spoke to the vestiges of every past user? His class must be insane. But here's the emotional gut punch. He misses it. He misses the fight. He watches his friends soar up the hero rankings and a part of him aches. And this is where Class 1A, and one rival in particular, refuses to let his story end there. Katsuki Bakugo's future is a tale of relentless ambition and frustrating public relations. He starts as best jeanist sidekick, a perfect mentor to sand down his roughest edges. And his strength? Unmatched. He climbs the rankings at a blistering pace. But Bakugo has one glorious, unsurprising weakness. He's still Bakugo. A viral video of him screaming at a civilian during a rescue sends his ranking plummeting from the top 10 all the way down to 15th. The public just can't handle his authenticity. He's a hero who saves lives with breathtaking efficiency but zero bedside manner. So, what does he do? He fights his way back to the top 5, not just with explosions, but with a secret project. Using his wealth and influence, because yes, taking down All for One made him incredibly rich, he commissions Melissa Shield and Mei Hatsumi to build something impossible. A cutting-edge, quirkless combat suit. Not for himself, for a certain quirkless teacher. Because Bakugo's dream to be number 1 is hollow, if his greatest rival isn't there to fight for it too. Shoto Todoroki's path is one of quiet, beautiful healing. He achieves incredible fame, rocketing to become the number 2 hero in Japan. His popularity is a tidal wave, finally washing away the public's old associations with his father Endeavor's cruelty. But Shoto's real victory isn't the ranking, it's the life he builds for himself. He becomes Shoto, the air-conditioning hero, a name so pragmatically absurd it's perfect for him. He visits the kids from the remedial course every year for their 5 Wieners festival, giving them the fun, normal summers he never had. And this is my favorite detail. He takes pottery classes. He learns to make bowls and chopsticks because he believes food tastes better when eaten with something you made yourself. He tells his brother Toya's memorial that he now has room in his heart to make food and happiness a priority. For the boy who was raised as nothing but a weapon, this is the ultimate rebellion. A peaceful, creative, normal life. So, where does this leave them? Deku receives Bakugo's gift, the high-tech suit. He doesn't just get a power-up, he gets a new beginning. He becomes the one-for-all hero Deku, a fusion of Iron Man's ingenuity and the symbol of peace's heart. He rockets to the number 4 spot, teaching by day and harrowing by night, finally reunited with Ochako. Bakugo gets his true rival back. His climb now has meaning. He's not just fighting for a title, he's fighting to stay ahead of the nerd he inspired, who now inspires him right back, and Shoto finds peace. Not on a podium, but in a pottery studio, at a street festival with laughing children, and in the quiet understanding that he is more than just his quirk or his name. Their futures prove that victory in a superhero story isn't just about winning the final war, it's about what you build after. Deku builds a legacy of knowledge. Bakugo builds a legacy of relentless growth. And Shoto builds something they all fought for, a normal, happy life. They didn't just save the world, they learned how to live in it.